Hello and welcome to my video. You just downloaded Final Fantasy XIV and you feel overwhelmed about what to do and what not to do. Or maybe you've been playing for a while and you still feel overwhelmed. Well, look no further. Today I'll be talking about the unspoken rules of Final Fantasy XIV. If you find this video to be helpful, be sure to share with your friends. Being a member of the community. In Final Fantasy, you'll quickly find that the community is very nice. Being a toxic player makes you stand out, so keep to being respectful. Players have many ways of expressing themselves. You can create adventure plates, create portraits, glamour, and roleplay. Glamoring, which is changing the appearance of your armor, is especially a huge part of the endgame community. Many players will spend hours grinding for pieces of gear to make their outfit look good. If you see someone with a nice outfit, be sure to compliment them. Duties like dungeons, trials, and raids are areas where you will have to fight and kill enemies. Be sure to communicate with your party members. Asking questions and giving advice is always better than staying silent. It's always good etiquette to greet and bid farewell in chat. You can type O// in chat, which is a person waving, and GGTYFP when you're ending a duty. A great part of Final Fantasy is the social aspect of the community. There are different ways to socialize, like joining a free company and the Novice Network. Free companies are groups with other players where you can do many things like socializing, asking questions, completing activities, and much more. Plus, most free companies give buffs to players, like increasing XP earned or increasing crafting bonuses, and so much more. You can look at the official Lodestone website to find recruiting companies, or go to a central hub city like Limsa or Oldal or Gridania and ask if any free companies are recruiting. The Novice Network is a system where you can chat with mentors and sprouts. The sprouts can ask questions and the mentors will help. You can also socialize here. Mentors and sprouts are two statuses that players can get. Sprouts, or novices as the official term, are new players. They're identified with a plant icon by their name. Mentors have a crown by their name. These are players that have met specific requirements to get that status. They are volunteers to help sprouts when they need help. If you're a sprout, be sure to take the advice from mentors, as they usually know what they're saying. Mentors, please respect sprouts and remember you used to be there too. No matter how much you like to socialize, the biggest thing to keep in mind is to be respectful. You treat others goodly and you'll get by just fine. Using third-party tools. Now, I just want to say that using third-party tools is against the terms of service for Square Enix. Whatever you download and use is your responsibility. There are different third-party tools that players can use in Final Fantasy. They range from quality of life changes and simple visual mods, all the way to mechanic solvers, to the point where you can just AFK during a raid. The line where cheating starts is sort of subjective. Some players think that using simple visual mods is cheating, while others use mechanic solvers and think they're not harming anyone. Whatever mods you use, stay quiet about it. Showing off your mods is the best way to get banned. What happens in Mod Club stays in Mod Club. Combat etiquette. As I mentioned earlier, you'll have to communicate in duties, especially as a new player, but I'd like to go over some things. In dungeons, you'll be facing multiple enemies rather than just one enemy. Always use AoE attacks, or area of effect attacks. A rule of thumb is to use AoEs when there are 3 or more enemies. Using single target attacks, it is important to respect your teammates' time. For dungeons, there are 4 players, 1 tank, 1 healer, and 2 DPS. The tank is the unofficial leader of your party. He or she will be leading the group and grabbing aggro on enemies. As the tank, your responsibility is making sure that you're going at a comfortable pace for your party. If your healer is a sprout, then you'll most likely want to slow the pace. If there's a sprout tank in your party, then please respect them. Give them good advice. Everyone is expected to do damage, even the healers. If you're a healer, don't blindly heal your tank. Deal damage when it's safe, which is most of the time. In trials and raids, there are 8 people, 2 tanks, 2 healers, and 4 DPS. Here, responsibility is spread out, but you still need to do your part. Executing mechanics properly is very important. If you don't, you'll most likely die, which forces the healer to revive you. Deaths will also slow runtime. Limit breaks are powerful attacks that you can build up over the course of a fight. DPS will use these most of the time. There are exceptions, like in certain trials and raids, the healer or tank may need to use it instead. Melee DPS have a powerful single target attack. Use these on bosses and not on the trash packs. Fizz range and magical range DPS have a powerful AoE attack. Use these on large trash packs. If it's your first time in a duty, especially raids or trials, then it's best to not use limit break and let someone else use it. In dungeons and raids, loot will drop. You'll have to roll on these. The highest roll out of the whole party gets the gear. You can need, greed, or pass on it. Needing and greeding will roll a dice and get you a number. Needing has a better chance of getting you a higher number, but you can only do it when the gear is tailored for your specific class. Passing will just give you a 0. You use this if you don't want to get the loot. Whatever you pick, make sure to roll quickly, as other players have to wait for everyone in the party to roll. Raiding is honestly my favorite part of this game. I have a video on how to start Savage raiding, so you can check that out if you want more information. Raiding is when you fight difficult bosses with either a static or in Party Finder. Party Finder, acronymed as PF or PUG for pickup group, is a system where you can either create or join parties. Party Finder is mostly uncertain. You may join a really good group that progresses fast, or you can join a party that can't even queue up into the raid. This is why most people join a static, which is a set group of people with set times and days to raid. Whatever you do, raiding does require a higher level of skill. If you are wasting other players' times, then they'll get mad and may kick you from the group. Again, respect is key here, not only for others, but also for yourself. If someone is wasting your time, then speak up or leave. The story. The reason you may have downloaded Final Fantasy XIV is because you heard the story is peak. Yes, it is. The biggest problem is how tedious the story is. Most quests are just fetch quests. They consist of talking to random NPCs, fighting random enemies, and just waiting around. If you don't like this, then I recommend skipping cutscenes and the dialogue, but then later you can watch a story recap on YouTube. These story recaps cut out the fluff and keep in the good part of the story. If you do this, I recommend Dr. Coker. He has quick 10-minute recaps as well as hour-long detailed recaps. In duties, first-time players who are enjoying the story will watch cutscenes. Please let them watch the full cutscene before pulling the boss or going ahead. My closing thoughts. If you are still overwhelmed in Final Fantasy, just talk. Use the chat and ask questions. Players will help. As my old static leader said, they're just pixels on a screen, don't take it too seriously. But also respect other players' time. Final Fantasy's community thrives on everyone keeping a respectful attitude. If you like this video, be sure to check out my other videos. You can watch my beginner's guide to Final Fantasy, where I go more in depth on the technical part. Be sure to share this with a friend if you found it helpful. Thank you for watching, and have a great day.